Hello guys, Crystal again. Book review for you. In case y'all don't know, and I'm going to be very honest, I am a romantic novel fanatic. I am a hopeless romantic. I love romance. And just to throw it out there, I was surprised that, I didn't really like 50 Shades of Grey as much as everybody else does. I read it and I just thought it was the trashiest thing out there. I could not get into it like so many, I guess, desperate women. No, I mean, you're not desperate. Well, we might be considering how men are, But yeah, I just thought it was trashy. I didn't really think it was, all that. Movie was it was okay. I'm not a 50 Shades of Grey girl. I'm just not. There's good ideas in there. I'm not gonna lie, but no, no. I just wish that the 50 Shades of Grey had more story than sex scenes. That's just me. I just want more of the, I just want more of the story. The storyline was excellent, was absolutely, what I would look for, but it was just, it was too trashy, too raunchy, and really no class to me. If you disagree, that's fine, but there are things about it that I like. I'm just putting it out there because I was kind of disappointed because I heard all these ravings and I'm like, no, that's like the only good thing about that book to me is to put it in a fire. But yeah, if you like it, that's fine. So anyway, I am doing a book review of two of my favorite books. Now, if you like fantasy or sci-fi, I think you're going to really like these books, even though they are romantic novels. I just think they're excellent. And the author is Joanna Lindsey. Now, I found her browsing through Half Price Books. I love Half Price Books. I love Barnes and Nobles. I am a book geek. I am a bookworm. Love books. And love to read, obviously. So I have two books of hers. And these are actually the only, I'm pretty sure that these are the only two books I have of her. And it's surprising because these two books were written very well. And, I guess I just need to look for her more. But how I shop, I look and I read the back, and what catches my interest, and when I flip through it, I buy it. So, maybe I just next time need to go straight to the L's for Lindsay. But anyway, the first book I bought was actually the second book, a sequel to another one. And this is why I bought the first one later on, because I actually went and looked for Lindsay just once. But the first one I bought, of course, was the sequel, and it's called Heart of a Warrior. This is the first one that I found, and I fell in love with it. And I'll come back to that. And of course, the first one was this one, Warrior's Woman. This was the first one she wrote, and then this is the sequel. And so I'm going to go to the first book. Joanna Lindsey, Warrior's Woman, and this was written in '89. As you can tell by the cover, it was kind of like, I don't know, painted or whatever. But man, just look at that man. Look at this man. Look at those muscles and nice legs, because, I like that in a man. I love that upper body strength. But if he has chicken legs, forget it. But, good calves. And I just found him very handsome. Even though he's not real and he's a painting, maybe somebody's face, was the inspiration for this book. But it's a very Nordic, Norwegian or Midwestern face, and I love that. And he's blonde, and I love that. I have always been attracted to blonde guys. I can do brown hair, but I cannot do black. I would be very surprised if I did date a man with black hair. But of course, he would have to have light eyes, like blue or green, not brown. You know, that's just my personal preference. And my family really doesn't know where I got that from. You know, why do you like blonde guys? You know, with blue eyes. And I was like, oh my God, they are just so sexy. They are. They're beautiful. I love blonde guys. And of course, let me tell you, there have been guys out there that I've seen with brown hair. Yeah, I would do them too. Oh, absolutely. But, you know, if I had to pick, I would prefer blonde. But it's, you know, not the end of the world if you don't have blonde hair. So anyway, the heroine in this story, here she is. She has aquamarine eyes and black hair. Her name's Tara, Tara. And this is Challen, like challenge, just without the inge, Challen. And just a short, you know, paraphrasing. She's from another planet, and of course he's from another planet. Her planet is very technical, very advanced, and there was a coup, and she's like she's called a Sect 1, so she's like a high bodyguard, and you know, she's badass, even though you know, she's feisty. I like that, you know, but she's also very good-hearted and very honest, very brash, sometimes brazen, bold, because she is a warrior woman. And so she goes to this planet to find these giants, because he is around 6'10", 6'9". So he is a tall, very muscular giant of a man. Excuse me. Oh, I just can't sit today. So she went to the planet to find more of his kind, because that is what the leader of the coup hired, mercenaries. Of course, they were already from another planet. And so she ends up finding their mother planet. And she gets captured by Challen. He saw her, and without him even realizing it, he fell in love with her. Love at first sight, even though he claims that on his planet, men cannot love. That is strictly a woman's emotion. But he does. And at the end of the book, he realizes it. So, you know, they go through, you know, clash of cultures, and it's just funny. It is. It's very funny, very well written, and I like how it ended. Actually, in her planet, they don't have babies like we're supposed to. They're always in an artificial womb. So she gets pregnant, because apparently he's a fantastic lover. And I'm going to tell you, some of the scenes are steamy. You're like, oh, I want my man to do that to me. You know, so she ends up getting pregnant, and she has to go. Anyway, she gets the muscle that she needs, go back to her planet. And during the scuffle to get power back, she is horribly injured. And before she passes out from the pain, she sees Challen cry over her, you know, and I guess, you know, in that moment, she's just so happy, even among the pain, because she knows in that instant that he loves her. He just, you know, kind of doesn't want to admit it. And anyway, there's this thing called it's medic or medic-eye or something. It's a contraption where they lay you in, close the lid, press the button, and it heals you within microseconds. I mean, just quickly. I mean, just like your zipper, you know, like you're zipping a zipper, your wound is gone. Pops her out. She's in clean health. Baby was not even bothered by the incident. And it does tell you, if you're pregnant, what sex the baby is, and it was a boy. And, you know, just after that, you know, they were in the room by themselves, and he admits, yes, I love you. You know, I shouldn't, but I do. And, you know, that just makes her so happy. But anyway, it's a good book, but there's a pet peeve that I have And it's not that big a deal. I'm not knocking this. And, you know, I'll tell you what it is in the sequel. So there's that review. Oh, I give this 4.5 stars. Good book. Get it. Very sci-fi book. Sequel. The red one. Heart of a Warrior. And there's the picture. Now the man is just as handsome as Challen. The man's name is called Dalden. Dalden is Tara and Challen's son. This is their son. And the woman that he loves in the book is called Brittany, and she is from Earth. So, you know. And this is a good story too. I didn't tell you about the first one, but there's this free thinking computer called Martha, and she's hilarious. And she's in this book also, and she's kind of sarcastic, and she's kind of like a know-it-all because she's a very advanced computer. She thinks, you know, she can predict what's going to happen, and you know she can to an extent, but you know, as beings, you know, we're kind of unpredictable. But anyway, you know, again, interplanetary trouble. There's a planet called Century 3 or something like that. Well, they're very medieval, and they get their hands on a ship. They get their hands on a ship, and the leader or king comes to Earth under disguise, and a like hypnosis, mind controlling device. So he's running for mayor in this little town, and of course he's going to start there and then gradually take over the world, so to speak. So Dalden comes on a mission to get him and to stop him. So he goes down to Earth. Brittany sees him, and of course, you know, her hormones go, ah! You know, oh, he's so handsome. And in the book, she's a very tall woman. She's about 5'10". She's about 5'10" to 5'11". And he, again, is about 6 feet, 6'9", 6'10". He's just as tall and just as muscular and handsome as his father. So, you know, he hooks up with her, not like that at first, to help him find this man, you know, and stop him. And they do. And of course, while, you know, they're going to stop him, they get closer and closer. And then, of course, they have one steamy night of passion. And, you know, woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Knocks her socks off. So, you know, they stop him, and he claims her for his own, even though on Earth you're supposed to ask, you know, will you marry me or something, but he did it barbaric style, just like his daddy did with his mama. He goes, I claim you, you're mine. You know, that's it. You're my woman. And, you know, depending if somebody you want in return, you're like, okay. Because let me tell you, either one of these men, but I would prefer Challen over Dalden. Just my personal preference. If he said that to me, honey, I would just say, okay, let's, you know, I'm fine with that. Because this is a very rich family. They are very rich, interplanetary rich. Not only that, but, you know, they're very good-hearted. He's very kind, very gentle, even though he is a warrior. So, you know, so anyway, he takes her on the ship. Takes 3 months to get to his planet, quite a while. And, you know, Brittany has to deal with a cultural shock. Because, you know, obviously we're technical, but, you know, she's going into a world that's very barbaric, but still has advanced technology that she, of course, is not used to. And the technology was brought to the planet by Tara, Dalden's mom, because, you know, she wanted the luxuries of her world. So she's going to And she's like, oh, no, no, you know, this cannot be real. I'm somewhere remote on Earth. So she's in denial. And, you know, it's just, you know, they're just having to go through these obstacles with her denial and her slowly accepting, you know, he's really an alien and, you know, he's from another planet, that she's on another planet. And again, she really, you know, at the end, she kind of accepted it. But what really made it totally real to her, and what just, you know, just flew, you know, threw out the denial completely, was the fact that she got horribly injured again at the end, horribly injured by this wild cat-like animal on the planet, and it was tearing her to shreds. And she was saved by, again, the medic. I'm not going to tell you what happened. There's more to the story. You're just getting paraphrases. And, you know, she was saved, again, by the medic, and it healed her. And after that, you know, she couldn't deny it anymore. And, you know, just through her denial, that really hurt Dalden, you know, because to him, she was saying, like, I love you, but I think you're a liar. So, you know, whatever. But please, I give this one 4 stars. There's some stuff that I would have tweaked a little, just done a little bit better. Well, not better, but, you know, I just would have tweaked it. But these are very good books. This book made me find this one, and I'm so glad I did. Okay, now to my pet peeve, because you know, I'm just like that. Even though I'm not mad, I'm not. So in this book, she got pregnant, and of course, she was going to have a boy. Sequel, I thought it was just Dalden, and then when they go to the planet, I found out no. It's not just Dalden. Dalden has a twin sister. So there's one baby in this book, and then you get a twin sister. I don't know how that happened, you know, and I got confused. And then, of course, being me, I finally flipped through the, you know, the front pages, and I'm like, well, how can she have had only one baby? The medic told her that she was going to have one baby, told her the sex, that it was a boy. So how in this story can he have a twin sister, you know, the same age? And then I realized that this was done a decade later. So 10 years. 10 or 11 years, because this was printed in either 2001 or 2002. So I finally looked. She forgot. She forgot, or she just wanted to tweak the story a little bit. Either way, I really didn't care. It didn't matter in the long run. But, you know, that was my pet peeve at first. It's like, how'd that happen? Or, you know what? I'm going to look this up. Maybe there is a third book in the middle that I'm not aware of. And if that is, and if that's the case, then I want it. I do. I want it. But, you know, I got to look that up and see. But yes, if you like sci-fi, romance, fantasy, you need to get these books. Especially if you're a big old squishy romantic like me. So yes, absolutely get these. 4.5 stars, 4 stars. Must get these. You will read them and you will love them. You will like them. I read them all the time. Even though you think I should know it cover to cover, but I really don't. I forget a lot like crazy. So anyway, that's my book review. Blessed be. Have a nice day. Keep out of trouble. And, you know, bye. See you later. Bye.